And salutations, friends. This is Mega Man 2 Revisited, and as you can see, we're starting with Airman. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I wasn't really pleased with my original playthrough of Mega Man 2 that I did, I guess, about 2 years ago now. I died a lot, it was very, very sloppy, and I decided that I'd do something similar to what I did with Mega Man 4 and 5, where I basically did no death run. Actually, it was not a true no death run for either of those games because I used passwords and I practiced the stages a lot. I didn't just go through it in one piece. But it was a lot better. And I did practice the bosses a lot. And of course, I didn't die, at least in the videos. There was a lot of dying behind the scenes. Less so with this game, actually. So I'm starting with Airman here, as you can see. His stage is, pretty cool stage. Once you kind of run through it a few times, it's a lot easier. This is normal difficulty. I will be also going through the stage and all the others on hard or difficult, I think they called it. And that's just so we can kind of compare them. You'll notice the times are a little bit different. Of course, this is no speed run. I make plenty of mistakes, but it does kind of reflect on the fact that the game is slightly tougher. The enemies can take about double damage. Not a big fan of these. Of course, to get over on that one, you either have to wait or you just have to take the hit. I usually choose to take the hit. Of course, I get jammed up here a little bit. Those things really, they come out very rapidly, and if you don't move right away, you can get bogged down fighting them. You don't really want to risk colliding with one in midair. Because we see one of those wind fan dudes disappears. I guess he glitched out. I often wonder if Mega Man 2 used a similar version of the NES cartridge, because I know they had different versions of them that had more memory, or I think there was even like a predecessor of the FX chip. But I wonder if the one they used was similar to that of Ninja Gaiden, because this game seems to have some problems that are similar to Ninja Gaiden, like enemies bugging out and stuff. First, here goes Airman. Pretty easy on normal. I think about 7 hits with the Mega Buster does the trick. Of course, you get his weapon. This is difficult mode now. You have to hit him a whopping 14 times, which is pretty significant. I think out of all the bosses, he might be weakest to the Mega Buster, though. Quickman's another candidate, but I don't really recommend fighting him with the Mega Buster. Probably better off going with Airman. Of course, I mess up a little bit here already. One thing is, it's odd, like I can never really remember the layout of the stage completely. I always think there's more or less of those, I think they're called air tikis or something, but I always think there's like a different number than there actually are. I think that's part of the problem why I got hit so much. These lightning guys are a pain in the ass, especially on normal, because you can just, or actually difficult, because you can just barely kill them before you have to jump on the cloud, otherwise you're in trouble. I think they take 2? Yeah, I think it's 2 hits on normal, and like 3 or 4 on hard. So you have to really rapidly fire the Mega Buster. There's more pool noodles. And more of these. I was fascinated with them when I was younger. I didn't know what they were supposed to be. And when I first saw them, they were in the NES Game Atlas. Because I really didn't get into the series until 6. But I did have the game atlas, and I did look at the maps and stuff, and I was somewhat curious about it. The game atlas was pretty awful, though. I remember it tells you to use, I think, Crashman's weapon on Heatman, and that doesn't work. It was really quite a problem when I played through it the first time because I tried to adhere to the game atlas's prescription for the boss, I guess you could call it. The prescribed method for going up against the bosses, that's what I'm trying to say. What really wasn't good, they have you fighting Bubble Man first, which isn't much of a bad idea, really. Then they have you fighting Flash Man, so it was really strange. And here we go, we're coming up on Airman again. As you see, we're going to have to use a little bit more finesse in this. You can actually jump and shoot over that lowest tornado, but I didn't do that. I didn't even use finesse. But yeah, there we go. That's it for Airman. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be back with more. And until next time, good luck and happy gaming.